What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to attempt to bring you some value, and I think there's value to be had in this video. I hope you're interested in cryptocurrency in general as an investment, because that's mainly what this is going to be about. I'm going to talk to you today about Stellar XLM and reasons why I think value will appreciate in the future. First reason is the Stellar Meridian Conference is going on in Mexico this week, starting tomorrow and ending on Tuesday, I believe. A lot of people that are building on the Stellar Network are going to be there and will be giving presentations. If you can afford to attend, I think it's definitely worth attending. Bitbon, Jed McCaleb, basically founder of Stellar, will be there giving a speech. CoinSquare, Orbit Lens, just a lot of new fintech companies that are building on top of the network will be there. Second reason for investing is IBM is still involved. They're still testing WorldWire. Don't exactly know what they're going to be using Stellar for yet or how much they're going to be using it, but they're testing on it, and it's something to keep your eye on. Third reason, which is a pretty huge reason, is that Stellar just hired Mike Kennedy. Well, Interstellar hired Mike Kennedy, which is Stellar Foundation's profit-oriented branch, basically, of the network. And if you don't know who Mike Kennedy is, he's the co-founder of Zelle, which is Chase's peer-to-peer payment network, basically. And it's a pretty big deal when he's coming on board to help build the app and working with Interstellar. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. Fourth reason is that just the fact that Keybase exists. So Keybase, if you don't know what it is, it's an encrypted messaging network, and it's mainly used by devs right now, but I think it has a lot of potential to grow, and I think they're trying to grow the network. November 15th is the second time they're going to be giving away Lumens, and I think it's estimated that people, with the amount of people signed up now, that each person will receive around $60 worth, which is pretty huge. Don't remember exactly where I heard that number from, but I'm assuming the number will go down as more and more people decide to download the app and connect. I think you have to connect your phone number now in order to qualify because of the hack that happened on GitHub. But still definitely worth doing if you want some free lumens and you want to test out an encrypted messaging network, which has a lot of possibilities in my mind. So now I'm kind of going to go into charting a little bit and explain why I think Stellar has potential, especially with these things all in the works. And so first, let's go to the market cap dominance chart here for XLM. So right now, what is happening on the daily chart is that we just had a bullish cross on the daily chart. And if you look at in the past, after a bear market, and then we end up with a bullish cross on the daily, let's just take a look at what's happened in the past. So if you would have invested right here at this bullish cross in 2017, you would have stood to make, well, obviously if you'd have sold at the top, around, we'll just call it 1,000%. Let's say maybe you caught a little tiny bit of the wick, which most people probably didn't. And then let's say in October of 2017, which was the beginning of the giant bull run most people that are in crypto got involved in, let's say you bought here somewhere, right at this cross. You'd stand to make around 500%. Pretty impressive, okay? Now let's assume this next bullish cross that just happened after a big downtrend, let's just call it 500% again, you'll stand to make. Okay? So at 500%, we have about 3.5% market dominance. So let's do a little bit of math here just to see how much that is, what happens. I'm sure if you're smart enough, you could easily do the math, but let's just explain real quick. So current market cap of the total market is $246 billion. $246 billion, around $250 billion. Stellar's current market cap is 1.3, let's call it 1.38 billion. Okay. Current price is 7 cents. So current market dominance, like we just said, 0.5 or 0.58. So now let's just see. So last two times we've had a bullish cross, which I just showed you, resulted in around a 900% move and a 500% move, which I showed you on this chart here. I said 900, I guess, there, but 1,000, 500, you get the picture. So let's do a little bit of a future cast here. So this time around, let's assume we break this all-time high in dominance, which we've done the last couple times it's happened. And we'll split the difference, so call it 500%, which gives us 3.5% market share, as I explained. Now let's be conservative, and we'll say the total market cap gets to $800 billion, which that's what it was at the end of the last bull market. So why not? Why wouldn't we assume it'll get that high again if sentiment gains traction? So at that point, we do 800 billion total market cap times 0.35%, which is what we're assuming this will end up at if we gain 500%. I know it seems crazy, 500% gain in market dominance, but it's happened several times in the past after a bullish cross, so why can't we assume the minimum 500% happen again? It gives us $28 billion. So the current market cap of XLM is 1.38 billion. So divide those two numbers, 28 billion, 1.3. So we end up getting 20 times return. So 20 times return, so 20 times 7 cents right now would be $1.04. Well, $1.40. And that's being conservative. So let's not be conservative for a second. And let's say at 5% market dominance, which would be more of the numbers that I'm expecting. So around 800%, because that's more like splitting the difference in my head. I guess you can go with 750, whatever. But here I went with 5% market dominance. And I'm thinking that the actual full market cap is going to be more than it was in the last bull run. So let's call it $1 trillion. I know this is more of a stretch, but like I said, not being conservative here. So at 1 trillion times 5% of the market cap gives us 50 billion market cap for XLM, which at the moment would give us a 36x on your money. So essentially investment of, if this was to play out, which who knows if it will, no idea, But if it was to play out, $1,000 would get you $36,000, okay? So at 36 times, each XLM will be worth $2.52. It's closer to the number that I'm estimating. And that to me alone is very doable. Let's just, what is $2.50 actually look like on this chart here? It's not all that crazy to think. We could go from here to 250 in the next 2 years. Not that crazy to me. Not at all when it comes to crypto. Those are my thoughts. Hope they're valuable to you. Hope you take time to look into Stellar and consider investing. This isn't investment advice, but look at the facts. Do your own research. Maybe we'll become rich.